Welcome to day 17 of Math 111. Today we're going to look at the topics of estimation and rounding. Beginning with estimation. Estimation helps a student determine if an answer is reasonable or not. This is an important skill for students to have. The goal of estimation is to be able to see without doing much computation yourself how large an answer should be or what it should be close to. This statement is found in your textbook. Estimation often uses mental calculation. So being comfortable with basic addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division facts is helpful. We will look at one method of estimation. This is referred to as the front-end method. With this method, we look only at the leftmost digit. Let's look at the steps. Step 1. With this method, look at the leftmost digit in each of the numbers and perform the operation as if the other digits are all zeros. Step 2. Refine the result by looking at the next digit in each number and determine if an adjustment needs to be made. Let's look at an example. Estimate 245 plus 332. When I follow step 1 and look at the leftmost digits and then convert other digits to zeros, I'm looking at 200 plus 300. Notice that the 45 in 245 has been replaced with 0, and the 32 in 332 is also replaced with zeros. So I'm left with just 200 plus 300, which is 500. That's an easy calculation to do in your head. Step 2 tells us to refine the result by looking at the next digits. So we look at the 4 in 245 and consider that to be 40. And we look at the middle 3 in 332 and consider that 30. 40 plus 30 is 70. Since 70 is greater than 50, then we refine our estimate. 500 plus 100 is 600. So our estimate for the sum is 600. Let's do another example to make sure that we understand what we're doing here. We want to estimate the sum 627 plus 312 using only the leftmost digits. 627 is converted to 600. 312 is converted to 300. 600 plus 300 is 900. Then looking at the next digits. In 627, after the 6 comes a 2. I consider that to be 20. In 312, the next digit after the 3 is 1. I consider that to be a 10. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 is less than 50, so I do not need to refine my answer. I'll leave the estimate to be at 900. Subtraction will be estimated in a similar way. We'll be using the leftmost digits again. We want to estimate this difference, 485 minus 263. 485 is considered to be 400. 263 is considered to be 200. 400 minus 200 is 200. Then with step 2, I look at the next digits. After the 4 in 485, I have 8. I consider this to be 80. After the 2 in 263, I have a 6. I consider this to be 60. So 80 minus 60 is 20. Since 20 is not close to 100, I will leave the estimate alone. I do not need to refine the answer. So the estimate will be 200. Let's look at another example. We want to estimate 395 minus 116, again using the front-end method. 395 is considered to be 300. 116 is considered to be 100. 300 minus 100 is 200. Now looking at the next digits. After the 3, there's a 9 in 395. I will consider that to be 90. After the 1 in 116, there's another 1. I'll consider that to be 10. 90 minus 10 is 80. Since 80 is close to 100, I will refine my answer. The estimate will be 300. The estimate will be 300 because I'm adding 100 to the original estimate of 200. Here's another example of subtraction. Estimate 625 minus 287. So using the front end method, step 1, 600 minus 200 is 400. Now let's look at the next digits. The 2 and the 8 are considered to be 20 and 80. 20 minus 80 is negative 60. Negative 60 is near negative 100. Notice I'm having to use negatives here. I need to refine my answer. So 400 minus 100 is 300. In the previous example, I added because that was a positive 100. This is a negative 100, so I'm subtracting. Again, 400 minus 100 is 300. This is my estimate. Let's talk about rounding for a few minutes. We will use the 5-up rule for rounding. So first of all, we need to know to what position we are rounding. After we know that, we look at the digit to the right of the position. If that digit is 5 or more, we add 1 to the digit in the position to which we are rounding. Otherwise, we do not change the digit. Finally, we replace all digits to the right of that position with zeros. We'll look at an example to make the rules a little bit more clear. We want to round 7,847 to the nearest 10. 4 is in the tens place. I look to the right of 4 and I see a 7. Since 7 is 5 or greater, I need to round up. The 4 will be rounded up to 5, and then all digits to the right will be converted to zeros. My rounded answer is 7,850. Here's another example. We want to round 538,423 to the nearest 100. We find 4 in the hundreds place here. The digit to the right of 4 is 2. 2 is less than 5, so we do not need to round up. We'll keep the 4 as is, and then all digits to the right of 4 will be converted to zeros. The result is 538,400. Here we're going to combine operations. We'll be estimating with rounding. We want to estimate the difference by first rounding to the nearest 100. So we round the minuend and subtrahend to the nearest 100 first, and then subtract. In 3,875, 8 is in the hundreds place. To the right of 8, we see 7, which is greater than 5. We will round up. So 3,875 will be rounded to 3,900. This is rounded to the nearest 100. 741, you'll notice, has 7 in the hundreds place. To the right of 7 is 4. And because this is less than 5, we do not round up. All the digits to the right of 7 will be converted to zeros. So my minuend is now 3,900. The subtrahend is 700. And 3,900 minus 700 is 3,200. Therefore, the difference is estimated to be 3,200. You'll need to practice these ideas. If you need to, go back and review some of the rules and examples that we have seen in the video. The estimating and the rounding are important when doing mental mathematics.